Hey, welcome back. I'm Michael Janda. In this lesson, we're going to talk about 5 reasons to fire a client. Now, before we dig into this, let's talk about the difference between a difficult client and a bad client. Some clients are difficult. Some clients, they don't understand your production process. They don't understand exactly what you do. They're a little nervous about the end deliverables, that it's not going to provide the return on investment that they're hoping for. Those can be difficult clients, but you can manage those people. And you need to learn how to manage those people. And I'm going to give you tons and tons of tips about how to manage difficult clients, how to control the scope and manage those kinds of challenging things. That's normal. But bad clients, that's the deal breaker. Bad clients are the deal breaker. And in this video, we're going to talk about 5 things that make a client a bad client and what you can do about it. Let's count down from number 5. Breaking a contract. Now, a difficult client may push the boundaries of a contract. They may be trying to push the scope a little bit. That can be a difficult client, but you can rein them in and control them. A bad client, they're unwilling to stick to the contract, and they're unwilling to renegotiate the contract to make it a win-win for both you and them. Those kinds of clients are bad clients if they're not willing to renegotiate, and there's no option that you have other than parting ways with the client or letting them drive you into unprofitability. So, bad client, number 5, breaking contracts, that's a deal breaker. Going on to number 4, unethical behavior. Now, bad clients, they may encourage you to steal something from one of their competitors, design idea or something, or steal a logo that you didn't purchase the rights to use, or an image that you didn't purchase the rights to use. They will push you into unethical behavior, and that should be a deal breaker for you. If a client requests that you steal, sabotage, or engage in any kind of unethical business behavior, that should be a reason that you fire that client. Number 3, they're unwilling to collaborate. Now, unwilling to collaborate is different than being late on collaboration or challenging in their ability to communicate and collaborate with you. Difficult clients may cause you some challenges when you try and collaborate with them. They don't know how to give feedback. They don't know how to handle a presentation of the work. They're just challenging. But bad clients that you should fire are ones that are unwilling to contribute and collaborate to the effectiveness of the project. They won't provide you feedback. They won't get you assets. They won't collaborate or discuss the project as it goes. And in such circumstances, you're left just in this challenging, doing your work, hoping for the best that the client's going to like it in the end. If a client is unwilling to collaborate with you, it destroys the partnership relationship that you can have with them, and it is a viable reason to part ways with that client. Number 2, the client is unwilling to pay. Now, difficult clients may be late on payments. They may tell you that they're getting their financing in place and they need to pay you in a little bit of time. That's different. Unwilling to pay is a deal breaker. And this is why we always get some money up front at the start of the project. Before you invest a ton of time into the work, you want to get some money to offset that work that you're going to put into it, to take some of the risk away. So you have that initial money. If a client is unwilling to pay your initial deposit, don't engage in the project, or at least don't go too deep into the project and spend too much time that it will be detrimental to your ability to generate a profit or protect your downside on that project. So if they are unwilling to pay, that is a viable reason to not engage with that client. All right, the number one reason to fire a client is abuse and bullying. I have some stories that I can't share of some miserable clients, just belittling, miserable clients that try to ramrod my agency into doing things. They do it through abusive verbal abuse and emotional abuse, manipulation, all of those kinds of things. If it makes you feel bad when you're sitting in a meeting with the client and their behavior and their style of doing business is belittling, demeaning, and challenging and emotionally abusive to you or verbally abusive to you, that's a total deal breaker. Don't work for clients like that. It's the number one reason you should fire a client or not engage with them in the first place. I've seen this several times over the run of my agency, and it is a deal breaker for me. If a client is abusive in any way or bullies you in any way, deal breaker, move on. All right, those are 5 reasons that you should fire a client. I hope that helps you reassess some of the client relationships that you have. And in another video, I'm going to share with you how to actually do that firing. How do we part ways with that challenging client? We'll tag that video in this video, and you can find it on my channel. Thanks so much. Be sure you like and subscribe to my channel, and we will see you again in the future.